just getting a good Tata people, they are giving franchise. They are buying their own. So what happened from the past 2 months, two things have happened. One is aspirant for the American it is very. I am giving a million for the man.
Yeah, brothers and sisters,
Another seminar.
we're going to start in 2 minutes. I request you all
Very,
to
very.
take your seats.
And the thing is that he wants to participate in the
We're running a bit late.
Mac please. He told that if you want, they can sponsor the Mac in Dubai. That was his I'm really happy.
Those who are standing, I request you to please up here.
That's what I'm looking for. I've seen so many ads. He's our people.
So once again, I request all the delegates be ready with your presentation.
But the thing is that he also wants to join, but he is due to election. I'm bringing him to limelight for the game.
First, we are going to have participants from AP, then followed by Telangana, Karnataka, and Telangana.
More than 10. Across South India is around 3,300. The business of daily more than daily 10 to 20 gold bike.
మరి ఇక్కడ నుంచి నేను ఇది కెమెరా చూడే వెళ్ళరా ఈ చైర్ తీసే ఇది లూజ్ చేస్తే అటు ఇటు కదులుతుంది, ఇది లూజ్ చేస్తే పైకి కింద నీకు ఎక్కడ క్లారిటీ లేదనుకో దీన్ని కొద్దిగా నెమ్మదిగా అలాగా కరెక్ట్గా ఒక మొహం మీద మనిషి మొహం మీద వచ్చింది ఇప్పుడు వచ్చింది, దాన్ని ఒకసారి కొంచెం క్లారిటీ వచ్చింది. ఇది ఇది బట్టన్ గట్టిగా నొక్కకూడదు,
ఇదే కదా
జస్ట్ నెమ్మది నొక్కు నొక్కు నొక్కు. ఓకే అలా
సగం పడుతున్నట్టుంది ఆయన కార్నర్ ఉన్నారు
లేదు బాగానే ఉంది. ఓకే
Yeah, we are going to start now. Get ready. And so I request if anyone wants to use the washroom, just go and complete. In between, I request not to juggle here and there. So, are you ready for a big national seminar? Yeah. Yes, if you are ready, say I am ready. Come on. Are you ready? Yes. Very good. So we have, just I wanted to inform you about the day's program. We have first the inaugural ceremony, the lighting of the lamp and the president's address. And afterwards, we have technical presentations given by our eminent speakers across India, from Bangalore, Maharashtra, AP, and Telangana. So afterwards, that means 10 speakers are already here. So after that, we will have the chief guest arrival, and from then onwards, the valedictory function and thanksgiving. That will be so that is the program. So get ready. My name is Solomon Kalaput. I'm a motivational speaker. I have the honor and privilege to MC today's event. So today is a great day for us. National seminar we are conducting. Are you really love to learn from the speakers? If you are ready to learn, I say I am ready to learn. Come on, are you ready? Ready. Yes, very nice. So we can't wait for the program to start. At least just play some music, my friend, before we actually kick off the show. Come on. Come on, do it.
Yeah, brothers and sisters, just now we have shared the YouTube live, so you can share it to your family members, so they can also watch those who are unable to attend. So it is shared in a few groups, Informac and other corporate group and the current group.
Thank you, Raju sir, for that. Come on, let us get ready. Let us get ready. This is going to be a great show. I promise. You have come from far and wide, from different parts of AP, Telangana, and our speakers have come from Bangalore. Chetnur sir, Bhima Shankar sir, you name these are the biggest minds. You will be really enjoying today's show, my friends. Come on, pick up the music, my friend. Harish, come on, bring it up. Bring it up. Yes. So,
ఇలాగ జూమ్ చేస్తే జూమ్ చేస్తే
good morning and hearty welcome to one and all the delegates for this national seminar. Everybody say national seminar. Come on, everybody. Come on, let us say national seminar. Come on, say. One more time. One more time. Louder. One more time. More energy, please. National seminar. Come on. National seminar. Global Inform Mac National Seminar. Can you say that? One more time. Global Inform Mac National Seminar. Very nice. So good morning and hearty welcome to one and all. And we are going to invite, start this function. So take your seats, take a deep breath. Okay. I request every one of you to stand up once, just to stand up from your seats and say one high five. This is a beautiful, this is a wonderful session. So put a high five to each other. This is a wonderful session. Come on, let us do that. This is a wonderful session. Say that to the one another. Okay. This is a wonderful session. So give a round of applause. Come on, let us do that. So, thank you very much. Have your seat. So I request. Yeah, this is a wonderful seminar, national seminar. For the first time in the history, there is no national seminars have been conducted till date. So let us start this session with all the energy and enthusiasm. So first up, the inaugural function is going to begin now, inaugural part of this ceremony. So I request none other than Dr. Deraju Teneti, the founder of Inform Mac, to come onto the stage. Please give a round of applause to start. So next, I request the National President, Global Inform Mac, K. Ratnaprabha IAS, the former Chief Secretary, Karnataka, Mang, to grace the dais, please. Yes, give a round of applause to Mang and both for the sir. Dr. Deraju Teneti, sir, please come up onto the stage. And come on, let us bring up quick energy for our people. Come on, yeah, do that. Wonderful, wonderful. So next, I request our former national president, Ramanjan IAS, sir, to grace occasion. Already started. Give a round of applause. Come on. Give a round. Next, the architect of this show, besides being Ratnaprabha ma'am and the Baburas sir, the secretary, national general secretary of Global Informat, Baburas sir, to grace the stage. So I request, ma'am, yeah, light the lamp. For that occasion, I request all the our leaders, Majan Kumar sir, and as well as Petnur sir, the president of Global Informat Karnataka, and Surendranath sir, the state Global Informat president, and Bhima Shankar sir also to grace and along with to light the lamp, please. And Jayana sir also. Where is Jayana sir? Come on, give a round of applause. The lighting the lamp of this great movement called Learning National Seminar Movements. Seminars movement. So thank you one and all for the lighting the lamp, and we will be hearing. So thank you very much for lighting the lamp, ma'am. And this is give a round of applause for this great moment in different locations. So thank you very much for lighting the lamp, sir. And now we will be hearing the national president, the Global Informat National President, Madam Ratnaprabha K. IAS, former Chief Secretary Karnataka, to address all the delegates.
Please come down like a gap in the
So this you So let us give a round of applause for Mang for having first national presidential address.
Good morning, friends. Today is indeed an historical day for all of us. As I stand before you as President of Global Inform Mag, a national NGO just registered on February 9, 2023, with a vision and a mission to work towards a better life for the marginalized sections of Madigas, Mangs, Chamars, and other allied castes and bring them on par with other sections of the society. Our members are from various walks of life with diverse experiences. I call it historical because today the intellectuals of the community have gathered here and going to present the burning issues faced by the community and discuss it threadbare. This seminar, Transfer Knowledge and Transform Lives, focuses on the long pending issues, both at the national and state level. The recommendations made will be compiled and taken up at the appropriate highest forum. I welcome all the delegates on behalf of Global Inform Mag who have come from far and wide to participate in this seminar to contribute and share their knowledge. My special thanks to the Karnataka team under the leadership of Sri Yagnu and the AP team under the leadership of Sri Surendranath who have made this event to happen. I also thank the speakers from the bottom of my heart for their efforts in compiling the information and making their powerful presentations. Sri Dr. Teneti Jairaj Garu, the founder president of Inform Mag, had started this NGO with his noble goals, which we are proud to take forward with all the zeal and efforts. It really takes a lot of resolve and commitment to take up such initiatives. He has been the role model for the community, for all of us to emulate, to come out of our comfort zone and do our bit for the community. When I say comfort zone, most of us who are present here are very comfortable compared to the others. So, if we need to do something, we need to come out of that comfortable zone. Why I quoted Dr. Jairaj Garu? Because he must be now 70. He is 72 years old. He could have rested happily, enjoyed the company of his children, his grandchildren, and relaxed at home. But instead, he has come out to work for the community, taking up health camps, education camps, and he does so many things. So I think all of us need to do whatever is possible from our side. Each one of us, if we help another, it becomes a chain. And this chain of helping each other spreads like a virus across India. So let us resolve today that each one of us who are comfortable will go out of our comfort zone and help one person at least once a month or once a week or once a day or once a year. But we need to come out and do something for the others. Baburao, our General Secretary, has worked very hard towards making the seminar a grand success, and our Suresh and Solomon also have been working with us. Deepak ji and his team have devoted the entire time and given their total support for the seminar to sail through successfully. As you all know, to conduct these kind of national seminars and to bring our people out of their comfort zones is very difficult. But I appreciate the efforts made by one and all here who have come to join this event. I just would like to make a few opening remarks for this whole seminar. Of course, we have a lot of speakers who are going to specifically speak on various issues. I have two, 3 points to mention, which is very interesting for all of us because India's population, I'm not a person who really talks on statistics generally, but I would like to mention here India's population as of 2023 stands at 141.5 crores. And the SC population of India as per 211 census is 16.5 and ST is 8.6. Now these figures must have at least ballooned to 18 to 20% for SCs and 10% to STs. This figure is about 42 crores of the total population of India. Our communities, which are almost downtrodden, again a matter to be flagged today. Reservation itself, there has been a lot of discussions whether the reservation should be there or whether it should be discontinued since we have reached 75 years or more of independence. It took generations, if not centuries, for various downtrodden communities to reach this stage in our society. Therefore, not the downtrodden communities to reach this stage. Therefore, there should not be any discussion on reservations and it should be continued for quite some time. The need for internal reservation is going to be discussed today. So the 3 points I would like to raise is as follows. The first problem which I would like to raise, which has just come to my mind, other than what the speakers are going to speak, is about the situation of the scheduled castes and tribes in the villages. The discrimination and humiliation begins with fights for land, water, roads, graveyards, and competition in education amongst the children. A village panchayat, as per a population, would be around 5,000 to 7,000 people. Sometimes it may be also 2,500. It's just a thought which occurred to me. Why can't the government, through a special notification, delimit the Dalit Vadas or the SC Vadas or hamlets as villages? This will give them a new name and distinct identity rather than being sidelined as an extension of the main village. It will also get its own funds, their own leaders, with decision-making powers, bargaining powers with political parties, notifying major SC habitations as independent Gram Panchayats is already being done in the Lambada Tandas and in Karnataka as the Andhra camps. Probably this would bring about a significant cultural shift. Another major source of atrocities on SCs is access to basic needs and resources like drinking water, food, housing, land, livelihood, burial grounds, etc. So a psychological barrier still exists, and that makes the decision maker at the Gram Panchayat level to ignore or deliberately delay the action to address the basic needs. Hence, if we have independent SC Gram Panchayats, this will give them a distinct identity. It gives them an hands-on experience in public administration. As a representative community, they will access to the government agencies, and it gives them a great psychological boost to the self-esteem of the community. Now, the second point which I would like to raise is about the special component plan, which has made its own impact, though not excellently, but it has made its impact in states like Karnataka, at times in Andhra Pradesh, combined Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. It has given SCSTs its own space in all departments. Why cannot we demand extending that crores? 25% of this would mean 11.25 crores. Imagine the impact it would create on the country if there is a special component plan at the national level. Presently, the central social welfare budget is only 61,000 crores. If it is divided amongst the 29 states and 8 union territories, it's hardly a paltry amount, and the department has very little funds nationally to spend on various states. In Karnataka, the funds under special permanent scheme is to this budget is 1.5 lakh crores with carried forward balances. If you could demand the amount to be spent as per the subcategorization, it would benefit our community immensely. In fact, this could be a path-breaking demand from our side today. Finally, I would like to talk about self-respect and discrimination. Self-respect is the essence of an individual and it's part of our being in life. We cannot compromise or sacrifice on self-respect at any cost. So, the discrimination which happens, it hits on our self-respect. This discrimination is of two types. One is open, which all of us know. Openly people discriminate you because of your caste, and the other is very discreet, which is not shown on the face of the person who discriminates against you. And this is more dangerous and detrimental to us. It's more through unseen and unknown actions, and the person who is subjected to it faces the pain as a stab in the heart. And the person who undergoes the humiliation will understand the intensity of the insult and discriminated meeting out. So, I would like to give an example of how, a person's that humiliation or discrimination, it impacts people's health, not only the self-respect or the people's health. Because we are all humans, we are all sensitive, and when your self-respect is attacked unknowingly, you think the other person is your friend, and he's talking very sweetly to you, very nicely to you. And our community people are very innocent and very simple. And suddenly you realize that person is attacking you, damaging your career, damaging your family, doing so many things. And that person may be your best friend of the other community. And you realize that he is, really hit you below the belt. It really hurts. And the kind of problems people go through in their service, in their career, in their business, anywhere in the field, it has an impact on the health. I remember in 1974, 75, my father, he was suddenly had a chest pain, and then we had to rush him to NIMS. And Dr. Shantaram, who is TV Lakshman's father, he was a general medicine doctor. And then he first asked, do you smoke? Do you drink? Do you eat pan? What do you do? And everything was negative. And he couldn't understand how this person with no bad habits could get a heart attack. Because in those days, only people who are drunkards or smokers, they used to get heart attack. And then he found out that it was the stress he was going through, which got him the heart attack. And then he said, this is a very interesting thing. First time I've seen that stress leads to heart attack. And he wrote a paper on how stress leads to heart attacks. I'm talking of way back. And in NIMS, there was no cardiology. He was a general physician. And then he treated my father. And we were all not knowing as children what kind of stress he was going. And when he was hospitalized, I remember when he was being treated, the next day, Mr. Chamar, who was the chief minister, he came to the hospital. My father was Collector Hyderabad at that time. I don't think these days such good things will happen, but he came, he held my father's hand, and he said, Chandra, don't take any tension. You do what you want. You take your own decision. I'm backing up. First thing is you need to get well. So that was the support the chief minister gave to him. I think it helped my father to recover. So this is what is something which the stress, which the persons of this community they undergo, which others don't. So this is something I wanted to highlight, and this can only go when all of us are together, all of us support each other. I'm sure my father, he protected us from knowing what is discrimination for a long time. But we learned later on in service the hard way. Now we want to protect our children from what is happening. But our children also will learn the hard way. But is it going to go like this continuously that each one suffers on their own? I feel we need to all get together, really get together, and we need to be there for each other. People talk of Jews, people talk of the Nayars who are in very small minority, but they really are a force to reckon with. And we are so much, we are almost 20-25% of the population. Murli was telling me in Telangana, we are 25%, one-fourth of the population. But what is happening to our people in Telangana? We don't know. We don't know, they're all fragmented. I think this is something where we all need to discuss today. I have grasped, as I say, it's an ugly, deceptive monster. So it is a monster which is there, it's very deceptive, it's very ugly, and we have to live with it, and we need to fight it, and that can happen so with all of us being together. So let me end by defining a word that is poverty. By poverty, I'm meaning here the social poverty. But poverty is defined as a lack of food, clothing, adequate shelter, medication, education, and other necessities for higher quality of life. Poverty of various kinds is ultimately leading to the deprivation of human dignity. Commanding respect in the society as equal partners with their competence and confidence is the need of the hour for us. This seminar is being conducted to highlight the issues of poverty, in other words, social poverty, and that is specifically affecting our community. We are gathered here as a pressure group and representatives of this community, which wants the government and the people to address the claims of justice and specific issues of poverty. The fund and enrich our lives in this society by delivering us from the of illiteracy, discrimination, and socioeconomic poverty, and government which gives justice to us. I close today by thanking all of you and welcoming you for this seminar. Sorry, Barbara gave me 10 minutes. I don't know. I think I took a longer time. And thanks everybody for coming here today. And we hope the deliberations will be very fruitful. I request all of you to stay in the evening. Having come, please stay till the evening till the final report is ready. Please don't leave after lunch or don't plan to go without attending this entire seminar, which probably we will try to close by 5 o'clock. Thank you very much.
Thank you. That is the National President, Global Inform Mac K. Ratnaprabha IAS Chief Secretary. Come on, give a round of applause, my brothers. This is a beautiful session. Woo! Come on, everybody say. Woo! Woo! Thank you very much. So I just want Raju sir to sum up small points.
I'm not going to sum up as per Madam's request, but I was hearing your message. It was so wonderful, ma'am. Thank you so much. Though you took time, but it is a wonderful message. Thank you for your wonderful work in the month.
Now, are you ready? Are you ready for another speaker coming? And are you ready? If you're ready, say I'm ready. Come on. Yes, I call upon none other than the National Secretary, Global Inform Bank, K. Baburao IPS, the additional DGP, Madhya Pradesh to come and address his secretarial report to all of us. Over to you, sir. Come on. Round of applause for staff. There is no speech for staff for 1 week.
సాల్మన్ గారికి రిక్వెస్ట్ చేసి చెప్పాము దీన్ని జూమ్ మీటింగ్ లాగా కండక్ట్ చేయబాకండి, ఇది యాంకరింగ్ ఇక్కడ చాలా డీసెన్స్గా ఏమో చెప్పాము, కానీ ఆ అలవాటు ఆయన అరవకుండా ఏం చేయదు. కాబట్టి ఆ బాధ ఏంటంటే ఆయన ఎక్కువ వర్క్ చేస్తే అది ఎక్కువ వెళ్ళిపోతాయి ఉంటాయి. దయచేసి కొద్దిగా అది చేయకండి. కొంచెం ఎందుకంటే తర్వాత చీఫ్ గెస్ట్ వాళ్ళు ఇచ్చినప్పుడు చాలా మంది ఇచ్చినప్పుడు ఏమవుతుందంటే రీసెంట్గా మనం కండక్ట్ చేయాలి. నాట్ సో డోంట్ టేక్ అదర్వైజ్. ఆనరబుల్ నేషనల్ ప్రెసిడెంట్ ఆఫ్ గ్లోబల్ ఇన్ఫార్మ్ శ్రీమతి కె. రామప్రభ గారు, esteemed members of the national and state bodies, land speakers, intellectuals, and delegates who graced this occasion. You are all welcome. And it gives me immense pleasure to present about the vision and the objectives of Global Inform Map. So that is my assignment now. So the idea of Global Inform Map was conceived and formulated as an international version of our already existing Inform Map. We wanted to give it an international, global look. Inform Map by the national body members under the chairmanship of Srimati Ratnaprabha Ma'am, our national president. After intense deliberations and discussions in the national body, the bylaws of the new society was formulated. The national body of Global Inform Map profoundly thanked Shri K. Pradeep Chandra Garu, former CS of Telangana, for his continuous guidance in formulating and finalizing the bylaws. I now present briefly the vision and important objectives of Global Inform Map. Global Inform Map was registered as a society under the next one. To be a game changer, let's go over. To be a game changer, to transform MAC communities and strive for emancipation of MAC communities out of the suppressive mechanism. To encourage people to migrate and relocate in search of opportunities for better life. To explore educational, employment, entrepreneurial, and business opportunities both in India and abroad, and transfer such knowledge to the community. to raise voice against atrocities on SCs, STs, and other weaker sections of the society. To maintain fraternity and bilateral relations with societies having similar objects of national, national and international level. To encourage the youth to gain access into emerging job sectors and create awareness about them. To undertake, aid, promote, involve, execute, encourage, train up, and assist the community people in developing the core competencies in sectors of three education, economic development, and empowerment. And to work for social justice through social, economic, political empowerment with special emphasis on women empowerment. To start educational and training institutions and run them for the attainment of the objects of the society. The Global Inform Act national body is like this. Srimati K. Ratnaprabha IAS retired. Srimati K. Ratnaprabha Garu IAS retired, former Chief Secretary, Government of Karnataka. He is our national president. Under her charismatic leadership, the entire national body is functioning. And the General Secretary K. Babu Rao, myself, IPS retired, former additional DGP, Government of Madhya Pradesh. And we have 5 vice presidents, the representative various states where we have informed state body. One is B. Satish Kumar Garu, former director, Minister of Defense. Sri Muniappa Garu, IAS retired, Government of Karnataka, unfortunately could not come today. Dr. Murali Darshan, former director, Indian Institute of Foreign Trade. And Gaikwad, former Principal Secretary, Government of Maharashtra. Sri Manimenan, IAS retired, former Principal Secretary, Government of Tamil Nadu. Both of them could not come because of other important engagements. And we have Sri Dr. J.S. Paranjyoti Garu, President of the Telangana body, and also Educationist, Director of OSS Institution as our executive member. And we have Sri Dr. Jairaj Garu, our convener and also executive member, and actually the founder of the SY Inform Act. And Joint Secretary, Sri Vijay Chandra Bonilla, Director CSS Foundation. And we have 10 treasurer, Sri Suresh Kampati, who is an entrepreneur. This is the national body, and I think we are missing patrons in chief here. We have the patron in chief. Actually, this is the first slide. Patron in chief, Sri J.P. Dange, IAS retired. He is the former Chief Secretary of Maharashtra. And we have Sri K. Pradeep Chandra Garu, IAS retired, former Chief Secretary of Telangana as our patron in chief. And in fact, Dr. Pradeep Chandra Garu, now who's staying in USA, has been guiding us and also guiding us in the various aspects, and still we continue to take it care. The national body of this global Inform Act is profoundly thanks the K. Pradeep. So this is the Global Inform Act brief introduction, and we have circulated the booklet also. In that also it has been given, almost all the aims and objectives are completed. You can go through. Thank you very much, and thank you, Chamar, for giving this opportunity.
Yes, that is none other than Babura K, IPS officer, additional DGP. Would you give him a round of applause? All brothers, come on, do it! Yes! Sorry, sir. So, I request the deputies on the stage to come down so that the technical sessions will be beginning. Yes, Deepak. Okay. So I request the deputies to step down the stage, and as they step down, would we really give them a round of applause, please, brothers? This is one of the greatest moments that has started national seminars. Global Inform Act is conducting for all of us to learn things. Come on, I'm really excited. Thank you very much. So next up, we have Deepak Gaddada, a young dynamic leader who has conducted the online academy where he has success stories one after the other. Would we listen to Deepak? Deepak, would you be picking up to come up on stage and start your presentation?
Thank you so much for the opportunity given. Thank you, Madam Ratnaprabha Garu, the President, and Baburao sir, the General Secretary, Kennedy Jera sir, and all the national and state bodies. Thank you, sir. So I just quickly want to utilize this time given to me, presenting the online academy activities, what we have been doing for it. Okay, so let me quickly go through the slides. So we have so far conducted 108 Zoom meetings and introduced more than 80 eminent personalities through it, and have given 320 hours knowledge transfer, and 100 individuals have gained knowledge, and thousands have been inspired, and we have recorded all these sessions for the future generation. It's available online now. So I'm just going through those meeting slides. So just have a look at it. I request you all to have a look at it. So I'm quickly running that as we don't have much time. So see, these all Zoom meetings that we have conducted, all the great personalities. Yeah. And let me come back to the online academy, another program initiative that took, that is NEET a program and English coaching. English coaching is currently in progress, and I request you to enroll if anyone wishes to join for that. 30 students per batch, and it's 6 months course. Okay, and we have conducted a NEET JEE program during the pandemic, and we have more than 500 applications for that, and 6 months coaching, and 2 months NEET and JEE specific specialized coaching, and daily 6 classes we have given, and each 1 hour class, so which is per day 6 hours class. Okay, and 37 students final attended the program, and 2 got MBBS seats, and more than 10 students joined other medicine related courses, and we have 5 students got into 2 government colleges. And yeah, that's it. So I have a short video, but 2 government colleges. And yeah, that's it. So I have a short video, but I'll be playing it during the lunch break. So please have a look at it. Thank you. Thanks for the opportunity.
Thank you, Deepak, for your wonderful overview of the online academy. Now we have overview of the online academy. Now we have yeah. Now we have none other than our founder and president, Dr. Kennedy Jera sir, to give his presentation. Over to you, sir.
We will be hearing from our founder, convener, Dr. T. Gerard Kennedy, on who are the victims, unemployment, thoughts to overcome. Come on, give a round of applause to sir.
The President, the Executive Committee, and the delegates to this a very important seminar, national seminar. I will straight away go into my subject. I have chosen to speak upon the topic, who are the victims of unemployment and thoughts to overcome. In fact, our President Madam has asked me to present it on the categorization subject, which is the internal reservation subject. But I have observed um, Sir is doing very well on that particular subject now. I lost touch with the current development. Therefore,
okay.
Bhima Shankar sir will do that. So I have chosen this topic. Who are the victims of unemployment and thoughts to overcome. This is not a final thing, but few thoughts. So unemployment is the single largest problem of the country in general, and the Dalits in particular, and of course the Mang communities in particular. It is the most important because Dalits have no property of land, business, industry, etc. Their only living is based on their wage earning. So most of them are rural agriculture labor. They did not have adequate education. They did not have adequate education and skills to work in multinational companies or high-tech companies. When every individual is important, how important is these 30 crore people? That is what our President Madam has also mentioned. We are around 30 crore people. So how big is this? And I also mentioned that this 30 crore is almost equal to the population of USA. The entire population of USA is just 33 crores. The important point here is that whenever we talk of employment, reservation, all this, there are many people who oppose this reservation. Let us see what this reservation and employment is going to give us. What is it is going to give us? Employment does not make people landlords. It does not make people proprietors of any companies or any business ownership or political leaders. Right? Say, for example, Hyderabad city is so big, Bangalore city is so big, Mumbai city, Delhi city you take. Can you say that you are at 1% of the property or 0.1%, 0.001%? I doubt. Even possession of a property of 0.001% also is not there. That is where we stand when it comes to the property. Sometimes, I come across with people who are doing lower level jobs, not only we, but other communities also. When I ask them, why are you doing this job like security guard or some other attender job? They say it is an additional income for them. That means they already own property and they get income out of that. And this is an additional property. That is one thing. Second thing is, they join there to get clients for doing their money lending business. They come to occupy smaller jobs, not to do the job. They find the clients in the company or an office to do the money lending business. That's how we are very different from other people, even in the employment scenario. So most of the employees just get some money to feed the family. In our case, in many ways, it is just sufficient for survival and not to get become a landlord or a business owner or things like that. So finally, government. I am not focusing on the see the priorities of sharing the government budgets and all those things, but I'm focusing on how to use the existing ones within the framework of existing ones, like behavior of man in scarcity life. We need say 1,000 crores, but you have got only 100 crores. Government, let us say. So how it should prioritize these things. That is my topic today. So we have greatly celebrated our Platinum Jubilee Independence Day celebrations, 75 years. And our country now proudly declares that we are becoming a superpower, even surpassing USA, China, all these things. But what is the fact? The fact is very different. The fact is that India at HDI, Human Development Index, it stands at 135 out of 190 countries. And if you take the annual income is shown as per capita is 5,34,872. Is it true? Per capita income is shown that big figure. What does it mean? That means a family of 4 members will have an income of 21,39,488. So all of us, or all our families are getting that big income. That is all making averages, It is an average of a Ambani and a poor cobbler in the street. They calculate like that. A beggar, an old man, a child. Put all these things, so they calculate and finally show the bigger figures are very big. And this particular topic, Bhima Shankar sir is going to speak on this, the wealth distribution and how it is affecting us. They talk of very big things, which are beyond the imagination or even in dreams. Here, one important thing that we have to recollect is when the country adopted liberalization, globalization, and privatization, which is also called LPG, then the Nobel laureate Bharat Ratna Amartya Sen has warned that India is divided and will become two parts. One is like a California, the second part is like a sub-Saharan Africa. So we are on this side, which is sub-Saharan Africa. Madam. How many minutes over? Over, right? I'll close it, madam. I will just, yeah. People start praising the private sector so much, but that is not the case. Only in private sector, the top positions will have the very good fair payments, but the rest of the jobs they get anywhere between 10,000 to 25,000 only. The top positions means the managing directors, chairman, and all these people, they will be taking away all the money, whereas the staff, that means the workers, that is what we are aiming to become. Employees we are aiming to become, but their salaries are going to be between 10,000 to 25,000 range only. Maybe these multinational companies, they are paying more. That is because, it is not because they are paying more, it is because of the money conversion. Our rupee value is so low. That's That's why it appears to be a very, very big money. I come to where we have to focus. This is one interesting statistical data. The exchange value of rupee is falling every day. You see how it is falling. That 1947, our rupee is equal to $1. $1. 1 rupee is equal to $1. But where is it now? It is around 80 rupees or so. So our rupee has fallen so much. And the people who are controlling all the systems, they are all by upper caste, not by us. Because the popular into a manufacturing country. That is the crux of the problem. Now we are all consumers. The Indian very big consumers, and the difference between imports and exports is very much. Thereby, it has to borrow money by lending, borrow money from other countries or from within. So our focus area is how to improve the quality of life. That is the crux of the problem. Whatever may be, whatever job or whatever business we may be doing, but it should lead to improving the quality of life, liberty, and freedom from exploitation and discrimination. So my point here is, I keep talking to our people about small things. I don't talk about big things. A small intervention can bring about a big change. An idea will change life. So these are my catchwords. I like these words because we don't have. Whenever you ask a person from our community, "Hey, why can't you go into a self-employment or business?" Immediately he will say, "Sir, where is the money? Where is the money? How do I get the money? So where is the so things like that." So my question or
Sorry
my
to interrupt you,
understanding.
sir. You have your time is up, so kindly.
Right. I want to say that your brain is your investment. Please be aware. Your brain is your investment because you have no land and you are not going to get the land also. You don't have properties, land, buildings or companies. So what is it we have? We have only the mind. So we have to use this mind as a capital and start moving. There are many people who use their mind and they have grown big. There are many living examples. So in this context, I just want to remind you something like if government has an intention, it can do miracles. It's not that it cannot do. It could have done it. Like, what happened to Corona? During Corona, they took all the forces to act upon it. When the HIV, how HIV was controlled, because government focused on that issue. Likewise, if the government has an interest or a commitment to see that how we can solve the problem of poverty, the discrimination, casteism, and all these things, it is not impossible to the government, and it could have been solved. But government has no intention, obviously. Here, academic, we are talking about most of our things is educate. We always talk about education. But I want to say our academic education and our degrees are going to give you only a fraction of your total knowledge. It's only a fraction. How much fraction? It depends. Suppose if you are in a professional college, the learning opportunities will be better and your market, your acceptability in the market is also better. But whereas if you take other courses, your opportunities will be very less, right? So take for example from one standard to postgraduate level, the syllabus would not contain what is existing in the society actually, what is existing in the society. Even we don't know because we have not conducted any survey. We are simply depending on the figures that are provided by the government. Recently, I have drafted one survey format and we distributed to some of our people. And our Satish sir also has done some survey work. And Rajababu sir also has done some survey work. Perhaps they will come out with the outcomes of those survey work. What is very surprising to us is, India is an agriculture country, but it imports food products. But this is a very strange thing, isn't it? Say about 70% of the people are engaged into agriculture, but we are importing food grains and cooking oils and all these things in thousands of crores. So that means we have to reorient our the structure of syllabus um, right from the school days. Right from the school days. I just say one thing and I will drop because the time is up. I visited Golden Gate Bridge, San Francisco. It was built in 1937. It is a 6-lane road. In 1937, you please recollect what is the population of San Francisco. They built 6-lane road. It is still in good condition. Why? Why that they got such great idea? 6-lane road. When their population is say around 1 lakh, perhaps it is less than 1 lakh, but still their vision is so big. Their vision is so big. The quality of work is so great. Then I try to understand how these fellows are doing um, so well, because they are the workman is respected. The workman is respected in that country. All the names of the workman has been written over there. Whereas you see, our suppose a big building like this, for example, we don't know who has built it. He does not get the builder or worker or a supervisor, whoever has done this work is never known to anybody. Is never known to anybody. So therefore, so the crux of the problem is we have to respect the worker and the work culture. Our culture is to avoid the work. Whoever avoids the work, keeping themselves away from the work, they are respected more than the real worker. So we have to create a culture which will respect the worker. Thereby, their self-esteem is protected and they will work with heart. They work with heart. So we have to create such kind of course, I have a few more things, but okay. Thank you very much for
Thank you very much, sir.
and the opportunity, although I exceeded the time.
5 minutes for the
Okay,
question and answers.
That's wonderful. Yes.
Anybody wants
Please.
to ask any question?
Please raise questions.
We have 5 minutes for questions or even suggestions. There's no need for questions.
Why nobody is asking?
No, I was just thinking, are you suggesting that can we ask government to have a campaign for removal or reduction of unemployment by taking up a campaign like you said?
Yes,
polio
exactly, madam.
campaign and
Yes.
COVID. We suggest that can be one of the suggestions that though there is an SE hub, there is a SE entrepreneurs schemes and all, it is not creating that kind of an impact. We need a bigger push.
Yes, campaigning, madam. As you have rightly said.
That's the word that we
The
need.
campaigning must be.
Creating of crorepattis and creating of people from this community to reach the highest level. Probably we can suggest that.
Thank you, madam. Anybody? Please.
He's good. Madam, mic first.
So this is Dr. Kiran Imadi. I'm dental surgeon. So my question, my concern is that, so we have a very good law. I mean, SC, ST, SC, SCCP and STCP. So the budget that has been allocated. The problem is that in main index is allocation and the budget allocation and spending. The differences between the gap is more and more high. So we are not concentrating on them, on insisting them to complete. We are not insisting them to spend on particular situations. So this is the main reason that we have been seeing. So that's the thing we need to insist them and we need to focus them to spend that allocated budget.
Okay, sir, that is a different topic. That is being taught by somebody else in this same session, because I do not want to overlap on that.
ఎక్స్క్యూజ్ మీ సార్ సార్ ఏనేటి జయరాజ్ గారు చెప్పినట్టు ఎక్కడైతే ఫౌండేషన్ బాగుంటుందో తెలుగు మాట్లాడుతుంది కదా సార్
Please, yeah.
ఫౌండేషన్ ఎక్కడైతే బాగుంటుందో ఎంతకాలమైనా ఆ రోడ్డు కానీ ఆ బ్రిడ్జ్ కానీ కలకాలం బాగుంటుందని చెప్పేసి మీరు చెప్పారు సార్. దానికి ఏమంటే సార్ మనకు కూడా ఇన్ఫార్మ్ యాక్ట్ ద్వారా ఎడ్యుకేషన్ పరంగా ఫౌండేషన్ అంటే ఎల్కేజీ టు 10th క్లాస్ వరకు మనం ఫౌండేషన్ ఏమి ఇస్తున్నాం మన జాతి పిల్లలకు, మనం ఎలాంటి చర్యలు తీసుకుంటున్నాం, మన ఫ్యూచర్ ప్లానింగ్.
Sir, this is about our thought process. What I am saying, thought process. In the thought process, our syllabus is not able to cope up with the needs of the current society. That is my point here.
Yes, sir.
I get first class, I get distinction or university first, but that syllabus is not going to help you in real life. So therefore, I just want to tell our people, it is not merely your distinction, your gold medal that is not going to make you big.
Yes, sir.
So there is a large world that we have to see.
Thank
There
you.
is a very big world.
Thank you, sir. Dr. Jayaraj garu ikkada, Kiran andi ikkada. Sir, ఇప్పుడు everything is getting privatized. Number one. Number two, చదువుకున్న వాళ్ళకి employment opportunities corporates లో లేవు. Government is spending huge money on corporates and getting their employment. So అటువంటి పరిస్థితుల్లో మన పిల్లలు చదువుకొని బయటకు వచ్చిన తర్వాత where we stand in corporate sector for employment, for private sector చేసినప్పుడు అన్ని ప్రైవేటైజ్ చేసినప్పుడు ఆ ఛాలెంజ్ ఎట్లా ఫేస్ చేయాలి మనం అనేది కొంచెం జవాబు.
Yes, exactly. దానికి సంబంధించి I have slides, but my time is over. I did not plan for it. That is a very, very pertinent question, madam. Yes, engineering graduates, if you take engineers, only 10% of them are employed. 90% of them are unemployed. Every year, 5 lakh engineering graduates are coming from the colleges. 5 lakh graduates are coming out, but 10% only are employed. See the amount of disproportionate planning. Disproportionate planning. What do we think normally? Oh, my son is becoming an engineer. But you feel great. But what is happening in the real society, real time situations? He may land up into an unemployed, and he may turn into something which we don't know. It may be including an antisocial, and they may be addicted to drugs and all these things. So, by and large, it is the government and the people are at loss by not having a good plan. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
1 minute.
So rightly said, our friend is the
Because we have no other investment, sir.
Yes. Let us focus on service sector rather than non-sector. Because
That is there, sir, in my paper actually.
So,
It
let
is there in the
us,
paper
Jared
actually.
garu, we have about 8 to 10 papers. So, my request to all the speakers is, and also all the delegates, this book has been circulated. to all of you. Okay, so this book contains the presentations of all the speakers. So I request the speakers to focus on the issue and the solution. What everybody knows the issue, everybody knows this unemployment, everybody knows this poverty, everybody knows whatever. We all here know all the issues. So the speakers will highlight the issue and he will give solutions. What should be taken up at the government of India level? What should be taken up at the state level? So the idea is that you highlight the issues and the solutions which we take it forward. If you are going to go on discussing the problem, that can be done on a WMD day when we have 2 days meeting and lesser subjects. This seminar is specifically thought to highlight the issues, suggest the solutions, take it up to Government of India or the state government. So please, I request the speakers also to concentrate on that.
I'll say one word, madam. I'll say one word and get down, madam. Sir, as you have raised, I covered that also, sir. Let us focus on soft skills. Soft skills are, we have actually conducted one Zoom meeting on soft skills, and also on the language skills. We are not having adequate language skills and other soft skills. Language is also multinationals. We have to learn not only English, but we have to learn French, German, Spanish, Chinese, like that. You don't need money for that. Not big money. Of course, you need money for training and all. You don't need big money. That's what I mean to say.
Well done.
Thank you,
Very
sir.
much, sir.
My one suggestion is I think we should stop pampering our children and teach them discipline, responsibility, teach them to get up very early in the morning, study, and be very focused in reaching their goals. ఇంజనీరింగ్ లో మీరు చెప్పారు కదా చాలా మంది అన్ఎంప్లాయిడ్ ఉన్నారు. లెట్ దెమ్ ప్రిపేర్ ఫర్ సివిల్ సర్వీసెస్, స్టేట్ సర్వీసెస్. సో మెనీ ఆఫ్ దెమ్ ఆర్ engineers. If you go for any mock interview, I'm finding 95% are only engineers from other communities. Our boys are not coming to that level. And parents think if the child is educated, he should not do any hard work. So parents also have to motivate their children to be more, active and try to reach a particular goal. I think we also need to motivate our children. Anjanil.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Dr. Jairus sir, Trinity, for your wonderful presentation. Now we have Dr. V. Ramanjanil sir. Yes, now he is going to do his presentation. So the subject is land holding of scheduled caste in Andhra Pradesh.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, madam. Okay. Next.
Go to the next slide.
Yeah. See, this is the land holding. Everybody saying land, land, land. What is that land? One word we can say, land gives the title of dignity. It gives respect. It gives might and right to bargain in the society. Without land, we are baseless. We are homeless. Finally, we don't have any voice. So this is the importance that the land has. If you see this table, S is total households around 24 lakhs in Andhra Pradesh. I am telling you Andhra Pradesh. The landholders is only 3,69,500. It means the 15% of their household.
Only Andhra Pradesh.
Andhra Pradesh. Only Andhra Pradesh. So if you see this poverty status, it is around 33%.
Then ST, out of 8,40,000, the landholders are 2,63,500. 31%. They are much more than us. Their poverty is of course relatively more than us. But because of their literacy, because their deprivedness, all those. Then if you see the PCs, 70 lakhs, more than 50% of the total population are even equal of the population, 50%. But they are having 16 lakh 60,000, 24%. They are much bigger than us. Their poverty is much lesser than us, 22%. Then the others, 37 lakh 50,000 households, the landholders are 8 lakh 65, 30%. But their status of poverty is 7%. So you can say who are the actual owners of the land. Obviously, others slightly disease. We cannot say disease because yes. We have the SERP people, they conducted a survey. We have our source. Yeah, Andhra government records. It is on record. 15%, the total households of the SCs, the landholders only the 15%. Remaining 85%.
Anyway, you will get the chance. No. Total land holding by the scheduled caste community is 1.37% for India.
No, that is the total land mass. I am telling about land households.
No. Let us understand. Land owned, land holdings are different. Land holding is actually.
Let me complete my presentation, then we can interact.
9% in
Let me complete. Let me complete. I have been in the service for last 35 years. I worked in different districts. I know each and every corner of the issue. I have my own authority to present this paper. If anybody wants discuss, it is always welcome. Let me complete my presentation. It is a very sensitive subject. It is very sensitive subject. Okay. Next, let me. See the net area. We have 1,52,20,000 acres of land. Out of which scheduled caste having 8,50,669 acres. That represents 5.58%.
Sir, you can change your slide.
Yeah. No, you help me. So we have 5.58% only. The total demographic dividend of our land share in total net area of the society land, that means community land, we have only 5.58. But in earlier slide, it gives 15%. What does it mean? Out of our family members, family votes, we have only 15% of scheduled caste families are having land. Remaining 85% don't have land. Then even that 5.58%, assigned lands, if you see, assigned lands 2,84,000. So more than 33%. Whatever piece of land we have, more than 30% of lands are assigned lands. Assigned lands, it gives uncertainty. ఎప్పుడు రద్దు చేస్తారో తెలియదు, ఎప్పుడు తీసుకుంటారో తెలియదు. ఎవరు దోచేస్తారో ఎవరు ఆక్రమిస్తారో ఎనీబడి కెన్ ఎన్సర్. So the portion of land that share only 1.5 acres. The people are telling, oh, we have given assigned lands to scheduled caste. How much land they give? Only 1.5 acres. How which is not at all viable for making of their livelihood. Again, they are depending as an agriculture land. Next, I am going to say. Pata land. So we have only 5,66,400. So 2.14, slightly much bigger than the assigned land. So in percentage, if you take the percentage, 66%. Next. Next. No. Go back. Yeah. Yeah. If you see the land without title, they have their own position. They are enjoying the land, but they don't have title. It may be various of regions. So the assigned lands which do not have title because they might have sold some to somebody else or they might have encroached by somebody else, whatever it may be the reason, on paper they are assigned lands but they don't have any title. Perhaps the title may be grabbed by somebody else. Those are not 504 acres. Government lands, they have their own position and enjoyment, but still, after lapsing of 75 years of independence, still they are asking assignment. But the authorities have not granted assignment. Then Pataland, 26,000. It is surprisingly small. Even Pataland, they don't have title. It means mutation have not been done. Despite their request, continuous request, our authorities are not mercy to grant the mutation. That is the situation. Then land, forest land, of course, endowment land, works land cannot be assigned, but their position should not be disturbed. So that's 5,567. So this is the thing. Then if you see the SC cultivators without land, so West Godavari, here what I want to emphasize, the people merely depending upon agriculture. Their main source for making out of their livelihood is agriculture. But they are doing agriculture without having single cent of land. So they are totally agriculture laborers. కూలోళ్ళు తెలుగులో కూలోళ్ళు రైతులు కాదు. రైతులు అంటే ఆయనకు టవల్ ఇక్కడ భుజం మీద ఉంటుంది. కూలోడు అంటే టవల్ కాస్త నడుము తీసుకొచ్చారు. రైతు అంటే చెప్పులు వేసుకుంటారు. కూలోడు అంటే చెప్పులు గట్ల మీద ఉంటారు. సో అలాంటి ఇక్కడ వెస్ట్ గోదావరిలో 74%, గుంటూరులో 70%, ఈస్ట్ గోదావరిలో 69%. Next slide. So this is the much worried issue today. So our people lands are going to be declined year by year. So if you see the 1988 was 15.38% households are having land. Then you see the 2010-11 that has come down to 11.05. Then 2020-21 it is 7.65. So more than 50% of land has already been gone to some other hands. So why it happened? Because of the government 2007 during Rajశేఖర Reddy government, he made an amendment to AP assigned 77. What he made amendment? He introduced 20 years of, if anybody wants to sell over their land, they can be alienated. That is the condition he inserted. Then he removed the condition of prostitution. The act clearly says whoever does the unlawful things against the act, they will. But that clause was against the act, they will. If you see in any way, officers are doing fraudulently, duly capturing our land. They are not bothering about the act because the prosecution clause is son, the present CM of AP. He introduced a bill in assembly and passed on. By putting a clause, if government wants to take away the land, government can pay 25,000 per acre. Take away the land, government can pay 25,000 per acre per annum without paying any compensation. That was the bill annum. Without paying any compensation. That was the bill passed by the assembly. More particularly, he added fuel to the fire. Recently, he constituted a committee by issuing a GO 822 under the chairmanship of Revenue Minister, Srikakulam Minister. I don't want to call Dharma because he is going on Dharma. So, this Dharma Prasad now is examining the possibilities of alienation. So, if it is going to be materialized, just you imagine, despite the powerful act exists, 50% of our land has already been done. If the government wants to give liberalization for alienation, because our people are just ఏ రోజుకి ఆ రోజు వాళ్ళ అవసరాలు అలాంటి బలహీనతలు అలాంటి పెళ్లి అంటారు అమ్ముతారు చదువులు అంటారు అమ్ముతారు ల్యాండ్ యొక్క విలువ తెలియదు వాళ్ళు అలాంటి పరిస్థితుల్లో అలైనేషన్ దే పుట్ అలైనేషన్ క్లాస్ వాట్ వుడ్ బి ది ఫేట్ ఆఫ్ అవర్ డెఫినెట్లీ దే విల్ బికమ్ ల్యాండ్లెస్ homeless, finally faceless. So, as an intellectual, మనం ఏం చేయాలి?
Should educate them.
Yes, educate చేయాలి, దీన్ని ఫైట్ చేయాలి. ఇది ఈరోజు I request this forum to resolve this issue and urge the government to stop this unconstitutional act. Thank you very much.
Like the difference between an aligned land, government land, assigned land, government land, mutation, certain terminologies, we are not aware of that. We don't know the meaning of those words. For the benefit of all people, please tell us what is mutation.
So mutation, it means the transfer of land from father to son.
Mutation is changing the name or writing the name of the landholder in the revenue records. So mutation means if it's in my father's name and I inherit, my name should be
Transfer of
mutated in
title.
the revenue record. Assigned land is government land which is assigned for the purpose of agriculture. It is a land which is not transferable. It cannot be sold by the assignee. It is only given for agriculture purpose. But people are holding it for the last 50, 60 years. And now in the name of development, these assigned lands only have been taken away by the government. Whether it's Telangana or Andhra, it's the same issue. So, Anjali Garu, you made a very good point. We'll take it up to, at the appropriate level. Thank you. Request next speaker to.
Okay, Devan garu, my chief secretary has already cleared.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So the next speaker, Satish. Bhajan Satish Kumar, former director, Minister of Defense.
Yes. పార్టిసిపేట్ చేసిన ప్రతి ఒక్క డెలిగేట్ తోటి ప్లస్ పార్టిసిపేట్స్ తోటి రిక్వెస్ట్ ఏంటంటే ఐఎమ్ జస్ట్ సేయింగ్ ఇన్ తెలుగు బట్ ఇన్ ఇంగ్లీష్ ఆల్సో when the speaker is giving presentation please don't disturb. Number one. Second thing is any doubts can be clarified once he finishes his presentation. You can ask 5 minutes time if speaker you can clarify your doubts after finishes his. And I request all the speakers also to please finish your presentation within 10 minutes because we won't be having much time. Continue.
Only the highlights, Satish. Satish, only highlights.
All presentations are already given in the compilation of the presentation. You can go through it after seminar is over. That will be your permanent record. Thank you.
Yeah, at the outset, I thank our President Ratnaprabha Madam and our Secretary, General Secretary Baburao Garu and his team for registering the Global Inform Math Society, and then definitely with the dynamic leadership of Madam, I think it will go ahead, and then we'll make. I think it will go ahead, and then we'll make a mark as to with the government. Definitely something is going to happen. That's what I assure with the MAC community. Now, regarding the survey, it is already in the booklet, therefore I am not going to say anything, and it is already there, and then people can go to that and then see. Actually, the findings I have already given. We all know where our communities stand, but actually where will they stand if you conduct the surveys? Then only we will come to know. We are having only government surveys or the state surveys, or somebody has done the survey. No, let us do our own survey and then see for ourselves and then know it exactly where we stand. That is what our intention has to be. All our people have to go and then do a survey. Whoever is in the village, they should do a survey, house to house, find out. Then they will come to know very amazing facts other than what is in the books. So that is what is very important. That's what I have done already. And then some amazing facts have come about. And still 98%, even after 75 years of independence, 98% of our people are still below poverty line. High rate of dropouts. There is an underemployment and unemployment. Then our people income generating activities are very few, and then they don't have savings, the habit of saving, nor they cannot generate any surplus, nor they can invest it in anything. They just borrow it from they can't even get the bank loan. They borrow it from the outside source, and then as a result they have to pay very high interest, and the poverty continues with them. Then the other problems which they have told me is regarding the government schemes and other things where they are not very satisfactory in the sense that people are not getting the result. The schemes are there, but people are not getting the result. Something like Arogyasri. Now it is for the major diseases like cancer, heart, kidney, and other things. But definitely, normal day-to-day ailment, health ailment, they are not able to go to the hospital basically because they don't give any medicine, and sometimes the doctor at all. So the problem-solving capacity of their health, it is lacking in spite of the institutional existence. Now the another most important thing is which the people have said is most of the males, teenagers and adults, they are into alcohol, and therefore with the meager income which they have, they spend it on the alcohol, and the households become poorer and poorer because of that. And another thing is, because of the behavior of these people, the officials are also apathetic. I mean, they don't cooperate with our people at all. And the elected representatives, and they are also not very cooperative with our people. This is what our people have concluded. Now, therefore, the conclusion is that please make your own survey wherever it is. The government may have their own survey, but definitely please get into your own surveys wherever you are, to if you really want to help our people. Then once we give this survey has given a glimpse into actually what Madiga said. I know them on the whole when they look at, but when I conduct the survey, definitely certain things have come into light in a very glaring way. It all speaks that one thing is very important. That is the categorization and the internal reservation become very, very dire necessity for our people if they really want to progress in life. And I feel that a wider study has to be taken up by combining all our surveys. We come and then make our own surveys, and then by combining all our surveys, we can have our own survey report, which we can use it with the government. This is our survey report from me, and then these are the households, and then we can go to the government and then ask for that. Besides this survey point, there are other things which I want to tell you is that we have to be the facilitator. Now we can't be the creator. There are our business community, some of the people who are having businesses, they can be the creator of the job. Definitely they are making what I should say, they are doing very well in creating jobs for certain people, but they are not in majority. Therefore, most of us, the intellectuals, have to be the facilitator. So our job is to facilitate. Now we have to reach the top, the government, and we have to reach the bottom. That is our people. Now if we facilitate that, then definitely I think something can be worked out. Now the most important thing is we have to go for the systems approach. Systems approach means the government is already, the things are in place already, the welfare schemes are in place, everything is in place. Only thing is that results are not coming forth. Now, if we take the facilitator's job, the results, whatever are there, we can definitely get the results. This is the problem which is lacking. I mean, there is an official apathy and nobody bothers, and there is nobody to ask as to what is happening, and therefore, though things are there on the paper, things are there on the plan, they really don't happen. So that is why people have to be the facilitators and then help our people to get what their due is. And second thing is we have to link up with the political class to get our due, and also link with the bottom. And if we link these two, then only we can have the results. Otherwise, it is not possible. We may speak, we can sit and speak for hours and hours, but definitely the results will not come forth. So again, I stress that categorization for us is a dire and a very important necessity, which we must all focus on.
Sir,
Yeah, thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
anyone has a question, you can ask.
Any questions, please?
Background white and
I think
Yeah.
my solution is that as a community, we should not be just looking at government to do something for us. As you did the survey, similarly the state body under the leadership of Surendra can take these kind of pockets and take mentoring of these boys who are born into drinking, alcohol addiction. Government will not be bothered. Why should they? They have so many other things to do, the officers. So I think the state bodies can take up these issues of fees, Ammavadi reimbursement pending, loans pending, credit card delayed, delay of ration card. All these, I think you can take some pilot areas and start working and showing your presence. That's what I feel. We need to support. Government can give schemes, but it is left to us to see that it reaches our people, and we should ensure that our children are turned into good citizens.
Yeah, what madam, this is absolutely correct. And then for that, we need to have the facilitators. Unless we have the facilitators at the district level and at the village level and at the town level, we will not be able to do it. So we have to create the facilitators. That is what I mean. The state leadership and the district leadership has to create the facilitator. State leadership and the district leadership has to create the facilitator. Okay, thank you.
Sir, I have got one appeal, sir.
Yeah, please.
Sir, just as you have conducted a survey, why don't you appeal to all people to conduct their own village surveys? Because we are always depending on some data provided by some agencies about which our areas will not be covered. Our problems will not be covered.
Yeah, definitely.
Areas will not be covered. Our problems will not be covered.
Yeah, definitely.
I think you can share your questionnaire to the group, the global MAC group, so that people can pick up that questionnaire and they can work on it rather than creating a new.
Yeah, that questionnaire is already there in the booklet.
Yeah.
So that questionnaire is already.
They can take the help of that.
Yeah,
and do
please do that. That surveys have to go. I mean.
Now the next speaker is Dr. T. Shivshankar, MBBS. So Dr. Shivshankar, we request you to just highlight the issues and the solutions.
Okay, thank you.
But it's already been. Okay, let's go.
So Shivshankar, please come.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Dr. Shivshankar from Kadapa district. From Kadapa district. I'm thankful to everyone. So my topic is that I mean we belong to we are all a scheduled caste, and there are many numerous castes among us. And when it comes to the reservations, reservation in the education institutions and the public employment and in the political sphere, that I mean, if someone wants to participate, I mean, if someone wants to get elected as an MLA or MP, the scheduled caste belonging to Hindus, Buddhists, and Sikhs, they are eligible to get elected in the reserved category. But the Dalits who belong to Christians and Muslims, they are not eligible to participate in the elections because they are deprived of the reservations. And it is all because of this 1950 order, scheduled caste order. And in the 1950 scheduled caste order, it says that only those people who belongs to Hindus, Buddhists, and Sikhs, they are eligible. They are recognized as the scheduled caste, and those people, those Dalits who convert to Islam and Christianity, they are not considered as scheduled caste. I mean, I say it is a great, I mean, discrimination. I call it an unconstitutional discrimination. So, I just presented my topic under these headings. It all came by disorder. It started with this government of India in 1936. It came during the time of British government. So, this is the 1936 order during the time of British. See, here, under this 1936 Scheduled Caste order, no Indian Christian shall be deemed to be a member of Scheduled Caste. So, if someone belongs to Indian Christian during the time of British, they are not recognized as a Scheduled Caste. And the second one is that the Buddhist people, they are also not considered as the Scheduled Caste. In Bengal, no person who practices Buddhism or a tribal religion shall be deemed to be a member of Scheduled Caste. So, during the time of British Raj, the Indian Christians and the Buddhists, they do not belong to the Scheduled Caste category. Next comes to the this 1950 Constitution Order, Scheduled Caste Order, and in this, see that no person who professes a religion different from order, Scheduled Caste Order, and in this, see that no person who professes a religion different from the Hindu, the Sikh, or the Buddhist, they shall be deemed to a member of the Scheduled Caste. That means only Buddhists, Sikhs, and Hindus they are considered as Scheduled Caste. No Dalit Muslim, no Dalit Christian is considered a Scheduled Caste. In the, the first when they passed this 1950 order, the Buddhists and the Sikhs they were not included. Only the Hindus were granted the reservation benefits under the Scheduled Caste. So they amended the 1950 order in 1956. So in 1956, they included the Sikhs. So then again in 1990, they included the Buddhists. And there is no inclusion of Dalit Muslims and Christians. Only the Sikhs and the Buddhists. Let me have a brief about the preamble of our constitution. The preamble is the introduction to our constitution. It says that we people of India, we constitute our country as sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, and we, would say that we grant our citizens this, great noble ideals of justice, liberty, equality, fraternity, and assuring every individual the dignity of the individual, and then and we promote the unity and integrity of the nation, and we give ourselves and this constitution on this day, and we adopt it, we enact it. It's there in the preamble. I want to say that we, the people of India, I'm saying that the constitutional organs, the executive, the judiciary, and the legislature. These are the constitutional organs under our constitution. So these three constitutional organs, they derive authority from the constitution. So who are the authors of the constitution? The authors of the constitution are the people of India. So the constitution derives its authority from the people of India, and the Supreme Court, the legislature, and the executive, they derive authority from the constitution. So who are the real authors? Who are the who are the masters and who are the servants? So the people of India are the masters. The servants are the judiciary, the legislature, the executive. Those three organs should work for the welfare of the country to grant these noble ideals and to make these noble ideals to come into reality. So coming to the part of secularism. Secularism means you should treat every religion equally. So you can be a Buddhist, you can be a Sikh, you can be a Parsi, you can be a Muslim. So all are equal. So that is fine. They say that everyone is equal, but when it comes to the Christians and the Muslims, it is not there because they are discriminated. Because you are not giving them reservation. You're saying that you are not a scheduled caste person because you convert into Muslim. Islam. You converted into Christianity, so you are not a scheduled caste person. They are not treating all the religions equally when it comes to the Dalit Christians and Dalit Muslims. See, these are all fundamental rights, like no equality before law. Everyone is equal, but when it comes to Dalit Muslims and the Christians, so you are not equal because uh, they are separate, you are separate, and this Article 15 of the Constitution, I mean, it prohibits not equal because uh, they are separate, you are separate, and this Article 15 of the Constitution, I mean, it prohibits the discrimination on the grounds of religion. The discrimination on the grounds of religion. And the 16, it gives equal opportunity to everyone. Uh, and this abolition of untouchability, but still untouchability is there in different forms, though, I mean, they are not practicing openly. And this protection of life and personal liberty, freedom of conscience. This is the main part because you are saying you are you are free to, I mean, practice any religion, you can worship any god, but when it comes to Dalit Muslims and Dalit Christians, no, it is not there. You cannot worship if you worship Jesus, if you worship Allah, your reservation will be over. You cannot be considered a scheduled caste. And let's come to the factual data. And in 2000 study, there was a study by the National Commission of Minorities. They said that there are about 30 lakh people. They said that there are about 30 lakh people who belongs to Dalit Muslims and Dalit Christians. And out of these, uh, out of the, I mean, out of the Dalits, 90% are Hindus. Only 2% belongs to Dalit Christians and Dalit Muslims. And it comes to uh, the part, I mean, the class, I mean, what to say that, I mean, differentiation or something. Among Dalits of different religions, 40% of Dalit Muslims in urban area are below poverty line. That means half of the Muslims in urban areas, they are below poverty line. How could you, I mean, just say that you are praying to Muslim, I mean, Allah, we will remove your reservation. 40%, 47%, almost 50% of them are below poverty line. How could you discriminate like this just because they are worshipping some different God? And coming to Christians, in rural India, 40% of Dalit Muslims and 30% of Dalit Christians are under the BPL category. So why are you discriminating? They are below poverty line. They are working hard to earn their daily
Well,
wage.
time is up. Yeah, maybe we will let us for question and answers.
How much you are left?
50 for 50 for.
He asked a valid question, what is going to do? You raise the major issue, burning issue. The solution is that from MAC, we raise it before the commission, saying that already there is a report and it is in favor of the converted Christian center.
Ma'am, just the government is just postponed.
Yeah, but we can sit and deliberate on that. We cannot
Better know what to do.
deliberate, I told you yes.
ఎందుకంటే
Get your
మనకి
point.
ఇది కాంటాక్ట్
And let's go to the next speaker. Only taking the burning issues, the solution. You highlighted the.
Just give a brief about the remedial.
Time is up, doctor. Please.
Okay,
Next.
thanks for giving the question.
Yeah, thank you.
Remedial things now. Remedial thing is we need to give time. At least 2 or 3 minutes.
On the major demand, please go and give your final
Read all those things.
Yeah, now we have space for Dhanaraj. You can. You can read it from the book. This book is circulated to all. Maybe if you want more details on that, you can refer that book. Because of the time constraint, now we are proceeding with the next speaker. Now we have our speaker, Sri H.R. Premachandra sir, IRS retired. So what will you say? Yeah, the topic is internal reservation for scheduled caste. Yeah, time limit is 10 minutes, sir. You need to complete in 10 minutes.
Give a round of applause. Sir has come all the way from Karnataka. Please, come on, read that. Wait.
Madam and elders, friends. You think I will keep telling you. No. Okay. No, that they have mentioned. Come to internal reservation slide number. There are 3 slides. Okay, 1. Okay. Friends, as you all are aware, most burning issue which keeps us busy, for which we have been struggling for the last 3 to 4 decades is internal reservations among scheduled castes. Okay. Presently, the matter is before the Supreme Court, 7 judges bench. Justice Arun Misra judgment in Devendra Singh case of Punjab government, which came in August 2020, has been referred to 7 judges bench. There is no clarity whether the bench has been constituted, whether things are started. Nobody knows. I tried to update it through Dr. K.S. Chaman, who is the prominent advocate, but I couldn't get any concrete thing. Okay. Next, 16.4 again. 16.4. Okay. Article 16.4 is the constitutional provision under which reservations are given to scheduled castes. It's for the backward class of citizens. Article 16.4. Everybody is aware of it. Reservation is for the backward class of citizens, okay? Which includes SCs, STs, and OBCs. That's only one clause, 16.4. This everybody is aware of, okay? Now let us come to that comparative chart. Upload chapter 1, 341, 342. Yeah, this one. The crux of this issue is this Article 341. Article 341, Article 341, which has been since beginning, since 1950, along with 342, that's two sub-sections, sub-clauses, 1 and 2. One says that President shall notify the list of scheduled castes. 342, A, scheduled tribes. 2, subclass 2, addition, deletion shall be done by the parliament. That's all. President shall notify the list. 1, changing, alteration, addition, deletion, subclass 2 by the parliament. This is a constitutional position. State of Punjab introduced internal reservation in the year 1975. A great freedom fighter, statesman, Yani Jail Singh did it. That was through an executive order under Article 16(4). Category 50-50%, two categories were done. One for the first was for the Valmikis, second group was for the non-Valmikis. Basically, are the dharmis which are equivalent to scheduled caste, math communities, are the dharmis. That continued up to 2006. The second state which attempted such organization is Andhra Pradesh. 2000, Andhra combined state enacted a law, subcategorization, you are all aware, that traveled to Supreme Court in Chennai case. In 2005, Justice Santosh Hegde bench, 5 judges bench, set aside the act, that it is unconstitutional. This entire list of scheduled castes is one class, homogeneous class. You cannot subcategorize it. Subcategorization of this class amounts to tinkering with the presidential notification. That is the crux. Unfortunately, AP did not, but that did not move up. It remained there itself. It is only after the Punjab Act of 2006, which travelled up to Supreme Court, first 3 judges bench upheld subcategorization, but that 3 judges bench could not set aside because Santosh Hegde's bench is 5 judges. Then it went to 5 judges bench of Justice Arun Misra. August 2008, Justice Arun Misra bench, 78-page judgment, very scientifically, very judiciously analyzed the issue threadbare and came to the conclusion that Justice Santosh Hegde's judgment in Chennai case is unconstitutional, unjustified. And it held that Constitution does not bar. There is no any, can get to what one, but there is no constitutional bar in providing internal reservation among scheduled castes. But being a coordinate bench of 5 judges, Justice Arun Misra bench also could not set aside the Chennai. It concluded that this judgment needs to be revisited. That is the civilized language, okay? Needs to be set aside. Therefore, it has to be placed before the higher
bench of 7 and 9 judges. That is the conclusion of August 2008. This is not everybody. There is nothing more to say about it. But I will say something more which I need your attention. See, concluding para of Justice Arun Misra judgment, for all the reasons given in 77 pages, this judgment of Chennai is unjudicious, it has to go. It has to go for something more reason. That reason is, we endorse the opinion of the judges, three judge bench of E. Chennaya, which needs to be revisited by a larger bench. More so, madam, more so, in view of further development and amendment of the constitution which have taken place. That is where I will start. You see 342A. This new article 342A came in 2018. This is where Arun Misra says, after 342 has been added to the constitution in the year 2018, Chennai judgment has no legs to stand. Then we'll have to go a little back. What is this 342A? 342A is equivalent of 341 and 342. 341% because 342% tribes, 342A for OBCs. For notifying the list of the backward classes, Mandal list at national level. Mandal Commission report was implemented by VP Singh in the year 1990. After Indira Gandhi judgment in 1992, that came into force. About 4,000 castes, OBCs, have been given 27% reservation at national level. This everybody knows. The list of those 4,000 odd OBCs was not notified by the president in the year 1990 or 1992. It continued through an executive order under Article 16(4). Madam, you are following? Why this was necessitated in the year 2018, 5 years back? There is a big history. This was necessitated because central government initiated a process to subcategorize those 4,000 OBCs. For that reason, you see my note, detailed note, 12-page note. They appointed Justice G. Rohini Commission in the year 2017, 1 year before. When Justice Rohini Commission started working, then they realized there is no provision in the constitution where there is a president notified list of OBCs. There is also no definition of OBCs in the parliament, in the constitution. They created National Commission for Backward Classes, 338B. They defined OBCs means those castes which are notified by the president under Article 342A. That is how OBCs became part of the constitution. Till then, only through executive order. Okay? This much is clear? Then you come to next slide. Next slide. Some clause 3 of 342A. There is one new clause has come under 342A. Next clause. 342. 342A, 3 has already come. This came in the year 2021. Why it came? In Sri Patil case, Government of Maharashtra introduced subcategorization of Marathas and OBCs in Maharashtra. That was challenged before the Supreme Court. Justice Nageshwar Rao, 5-judge bench. Wonderful judgment, I have got copy. He said, if you say no to subcategorization for SCs, then you cannot do it for OBCs also. Wonderful judgment. If you say based on Chennai judgment, then you have no business to do subcategorization for OBC. Because why? SC, ST, OBC all derive strength only under Article 16(4).
Sir, you already passed the time.
I will stop it.
No, sir, just take 2 more minutes and make it more quick. Yeah. Definitely, we all know it. You need more time. Yes, yes. Yeah, take time. Please make it.
We are working one nation.
Yes, sir, we understand. Yeah, please go ahead, sir.
Everyone, every town Dick Harry says, amend Article 341, recommend to the Parliament, and get suppressed, which will never happen. Justice Chamar Commission recommendation came in the year 2008. Andhra passed the legislation resolution in the year 2005 that went to Government of India. We had wonderful Meera Kumari Senja, who carried the torch. A constitutional subcommittee was formed. They appointed Justice Usha Mehra Commission 2005, 6, 7, 8. Well, at that time it was a good decision. She suggested, then add a subclass 3 here, which will empower the Parliament to enable the states and the center to subcategorize. But that doesn't hold good now. Why? What we wanted through Justice Usha Mehra Commission has come after J.C. Patil judgment. What does it? Please read that. 3. What does it say? States are free to maintain their own lists of backward classes. State legislatures have authority to maintain their own list of backward classes. In Karnataka it is 1, 2A, 2B, 3A, 3B. That all has been held constitutional. Because Justice Nageshwar said, if you are doing subcategorization for backward classes, that was state level, then you cannot deny the same to scheduled castes. That judgment came in May 2021. Still Delhi, Chori Chupi, August. That's the same thing. Come back to that. That's right.
Sir,
Within 3 months, still Delhi, subclass 3 was added. Why? Because already states have done so many subcategorizations, therefore that was sanctified. That's next.
Yes. Next.
This one. See, August 4th, 2021. Now, should we ask amendment to Article 341? It is impossible. It won't come. If the central government brings an amendment to Article 341 and adds clause 3, then that applies to all 3. It cannot happen. That problem has already been solved. That is why Justice Arun Misra says after the amendment, Chennai has to go. Chennai Master has to go.
No place for it. And each one of us, just Naraswamy minister, Govinda minister, Anil Kumar, all surrounded, they meet Amit Shahji, honorable, other big seniors. Sir, amend Article 341. Sir, this is Usha Mere Commission, you recommend. So, when your fight is in the wrong direction, when you are walking in a wrong direction, will you reach the goal? You want to stop me? You want to stop me? This entire thing I did 1 year back, May 2022. This chart, 12-page chart, everything was put in the bag of 500 delegates in Bangalore. After 1 year, I'm again shouting. Please read, please understand. Let us walk in the right direction towards the goal. Let us not go in the wilderness.
Now you are progress on the right path.
Should I stop? I take to MLAs, ministers, very big shots, IAS officers, self-acclaimed leaders. Sir, please read. Hey, we have done PhD on this. What the hell you know? PhD किया तुम कौन सा खेत की मूली हो? Next slide. Next slide.
Sir, what does Amit sir told?
That's only small, only 2 minutes. One minute.
No more slides, sir.
That's all. This is amendment 120. This is amendment 102. Madam, amendment 102. Amendment 127. No slides.
No more slides, sir.
Okay.
Sir, what
Any doubts? Any doubts you want? Take me to Attorney General of India. Take me to Advocate General of Karnataka. Law ministers. Sir. I will teach them.
I think you have made your point. We'll take it up.
Yes.
And we'll ensure that.
Yeah, there is one request. Bhim Shankar sir, there is one request from my side. So let Madam, lead the delegation, and then you be the part of that. And then
Yesterday I told Madam, within week I will make excellent representation under her signature with enclosures, cogent reasons. I will keep ready. Madam will take a delegation to Delhi and Bangalore anyway. I will accompany Madam to assist her.
Yeah, that's very nice.
Thank you.
So, Mr. Bhim Shankar,
Thank you.
actually, you have to further probe into one issue. That is, from the beginning, BCs have been divided into 4 parts.
Yes, sir.
A, B, C, D.
Yes, sir.
If that is so, if it is there since the beginning, why they are questioning categorization of SCs?
No, that's what they say.
Sir.
That issue, I think we have to probe further.
Sir,
Hmm.
the judgment of Chennai by Justice Santosh Shabrai, small judgment, 27 pages. I want worthless. He quotes 2 Constitutional Assembly members, Nagappa, your Nagappa, another one, Minister Pillai. They said in the Constitution 1946, 47. Sir, political whims and fancies, people will add and delete and they create all such nonsense. Therefore, let this power to include or exclude be with the Parliament. Ambedkar said yes. Therefore, Santosh Shabrai says 101 castes in Karnataka are a homogeneous one basket, all are identical. You cannot categorize them. In N.M. Thomas case, 1975, Justice V.R. here, 7 judges bench. Wonderful judgment, sir. He said they're all heterogeneous. There is nothing homogeneous. There is so much of
Gurudhar,
diversity.
please get ready with your presentation. Mr. Gurudhar, next.
Bhima Shankarji.
Then Indra Sani, 9 judges, has said SCs and STs stand on par with OBCs for everything because all three get authority from Art 16.4. There is no any separate provision in the constitution for SCs and STs. It is for OBCs, backward classes. They stand united. Therefore, everything, whatever is the principle relating to reservation and subcategorization, is applicable to all of them. I said separate charge. But Justice Santosh Reddy ignored the N.M. Thomas, 7 judges. He also ignored the Indra Sani. That is why this aberration.
Professor
So
Murli,
thank you.
Ignoring Chennai judgment of 2005, Punjab enacted Act in 2006, Tamil Nadu enacted in 2009, Arundhatias, Haryana enacted in the year 2020. They know it. This has no legs to stand. Karnataka delaying because of the political will, lack of the political will. That's all.
So thank you very much,
Thank you very much,
Bhima
sir.
You have shown us the light to reach the top and get the long-awaited categorization. Maybe
Gurudat,
global MAC would be
Murlidhar sir.
instrumental in getting
Murlidhar
that.
sir.
So now Gurudat is not there, and both have come.
Gurudat. Just hold on. Murlidhar sir. Go. Because usually response to
So now we have Professor Murli Darshan speaking about what, Murli? Speaking about
The title, madam. Yeah, put the title there. Okay, anyway, being a professor, first time I have not come with my this thing, but
Solomon, please.
I've done enough research on this particular community. Really, I feel sometimes that where are we and what are we doing? Can I start?
Yeah, you can start, sir. No slides, we don't have it.
No, not the slide, just I've given the title of that. Okay.
Is it with me, sir?
Title I've given. Okay, it's anyway, fine. Respected President Madam, Sri Ratna Prabha Garu, IAS retired and Principal Secretary at Karnataka Government. Sri Vidyasagar Garu, hold a lot of positions. Secretary Baburao Garu, and all other dignitaries sitting here in this hall. I really feel great being along with you all guys. We all know that this particular community is taken for a ride thousands of years, and still it is taken for a ride on a jolly ride. There's something going wrong with this community for the last 75 years. When we are organizing this kind of symposiums, we need to come with solutions for the community. What has happened in the 75 years of independence, particularly for the MC community, Madiga Chamar community, which is a big number from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. It gives me a great pleasure to talk to you all guys. There has been many Mahatmas in India whose sole object was to remove untouchability and to elevate and absorb the depressed classes, but everyone has failed in their mission. Many Mahatmas have come and many Mahatmas have gone. Untouchability remains even today. You're working in different cross sections and different verticals, different organizations. You see how we people are rated. And the problem lies with our people, not anybody. The problem really lies with our people, not with anybody. Take the case studies, what has happened. We all talk about Chanakya Niti, but I say it's not Chanakya Niti, it's the Kanchiram Niti. A person who transformed the political system in India, a hub of pseudo-Brahminical society in UP has been transformed to such a level where a teacher is made chief minister for 4 times. You just imagine what kind of efforts he might have put in, what kind of sacrifice he might have done for the sake of this community. And finally, where are we? Are we taken this example?
A 3 times CM can become a PM. A 4 times CM will be nowhere. Absolutely, this is the question should be there in the minds of every guy sitting here in this hall. When you have a vision statement that I want to become the PM of this country, yes, you will become. Because you have ruled for 4 times. Your state, the biggest state and the difficult state where majority of people are from different upper castes. A calculation has been made, a scientific application has been made in political system by Manevar Kanshiramji. And this is the model which can be applied anywhere. Today, some of the parties are applying it, and they are seeing results without failures. When you have implemented this, where this particular thing has gone, a simple calculation is when you have become 2 times, 3 times, or 4 times CM, you want to become a PM, the worst of the worst calculation any small politician to an educated guy says that how many MPs you require? You have 29 states. Every state you just pump money on 5 people. Identify eminent personalities. We have people learn a torch bearer of the community. Madam Ratnaprabha Garu. We had the late Prasad Rao Garu. We have eminent personalities in this community. You need to identify एक के घर में 5 लोग हैं. इस 5 लोगों में कौन बंदा जो खासियत है, who has all the qualities in him, who can rule as a leader, need to be identified and kept forward. This we never do it. On this particular thing, we have difference of opinions. When 29 states with 5, you get 3 at least MPs, you definitely become a PM. You need to have a progressive thoughts. You need to have a progressive mind. You need to take people together, reach the unreached, connect the unconnect. You're sitting in UP, Uttar Pradesh, doesn't make any sense. You need to spread your wings from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. There is no place without Madigas from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. They are neglected by our own people. You need to reach them. We need to have the solution to reach them, reach the unreached, connect the unconnect. There are bright brains in the community. You need to identify and put forward. And this is the place where we have failed. Otherwise, there was a great opportunity with the model of UP. Coming to Telangana, a great place. People are very good. My community people are really innocent people, wherever they are. We have seen their innocency from human era to Vedic era, from Vedic era to Upanishad era, and from Upanishad era to Muslim era, and from Muslim era to the British era. And we are also seeing them in the constitutional era. Though we have the constitutional rights, just now, brother has presented, there is no meaning. Even if we can convert the 2% of the constitutional rights given to us, we will be somewhere. We don't focus on that. These are the important things where we need to really embark upon. All other things are, I know what a Dalit life is because I born in an urban slum, a place called Bansilalpet. दोपहर में ऑटो वाला रिक्शा वाला नहीं आता था. I have a dual doctorate from there. We have seen every layer of life. I've traveled to different parts of the world, traveled more than 85 countries. I was with Indian Institute of Foreign Trade. I was advisor for SAARC countries, but still that stigma is there in me that how can I transform a community? In this context, I came across a great lady. When I was discussing, really, I shared a lot of things. And with a lot of people, there are eminent people who are sitting in the back. I read out at the end of their contribution for this state was immense.
So coming into the second place called Telangana, in Telangana we have seen when the Udyamam was going on, everybody thought that Dalitudu Mukhyamantri avutadu. Oh great, everybody was really liked the word. Great. But when they have not done immediately after that, what was your responsibility? Did you revolt in fact? No. But they have every intelligence that these guys, if they revolt, because this is the highest percentage law and share in Telangana, if they revolt, something goes wrong. They identified one person, they made a deputy CM. But they could not able to digest a guy who is a doctor, intelligent, and he is going like Rajanna. Though Rajanna has his own problems, but they could not able to digest, and we don't know why he has been removed. There is no reasons asked. And immediately they have tested the water. कुछ हो सकता क्या? कुछ नहीं हुआ. कुछ नहीं हुआ. The retaliation in Dalits, particularly Madiga community, has had its natural death. Then they anticipated something will go wrong. Always these guys, they put a kind of quarrel between the communities and the sub-castes. Then immediately they fought. They bought Kadiam Srihari. ఫస్ట్ ఎక్కడ ఫెయిల్ అయ్యారు? దళిత్ ముఖ్యమంత్రి చేస్తున్నప్పుడు చేయకపోతే the first moment if you would have revolted, things would have been different. तवा जब गर्म होता है, रोटी जब ही सेकना है. And we are all mum fellows. फाइटिंग में जान दे देते, उद्यम में जान दे देते, फर्स्ट बैठते हैं, सब कुछ करते हैं, मेवा उसको खिलाते हैं. ये गलती बहुत सालों से कर रहे हैं अपन, और अभी भी वही कर रहे हैं. आइडेंटिफाई द बेस्ट पीपल इन दिस कम्युनिटी. बेस्ट ऐसा ही नहीं बनते. मैडम चीफ सेक्रेटरी के जैसा काम कर रहे, एंड शी वर्क इन ऑल वेरियस पोर्टफोलियोज. Is she not eligible for a Rajya Sabha? You ask yourself, if you are more efficient, then you are eligible. But this is the place where we are really making mess of things. You need to question. Unity is one thing which can get you the chair. We are withered community. We are fragmented. एक कम्युनिटी के बारे में एक एग्जाम्पल बोलना है तो इन ए बस्ती, लिसन वेरी केयरफुली, इन अ बस्ती, two community people, two families, a Madiga community, दोनों के नौकरानी झाड़ू करती है. झाड़ू करके जो गार्बेज रहता है उसके सामने वाले के आंगन में डालती है. उन लोग इन लोग 20 साल 30 साल बाद नहीं करते. करे सो काम कौन है? नौकरानी. They don't speak for 20, 25 years, 30 years. Udyamam was there against Babu, but Babu comes to another Babu and has a lunch, had lunch, and వాళ్ళకి లేని మనకి ఎందుకు? Try to respect your own people. When you don't respect your people, you don't have a right to claim anything. రాజే కేసు అట్లా అయిపోయింది. దాని తర్వాత కడియం శ్రీహరి వచ్చిండు. కడియం శ్రీహరి తర్వాత ఇప్పుడు డిప్యూటీ సీఎం ఎవరు లేరు. Are we not eligible? We are so degraded in this state. I dealt with few cases. No nominated post except Dr. Erola Stinu Garu. There is no post has been filled. And a constitutional body which cannot be kept like that, SC commission. अभी जो मेरा दोस्त बात कर रहा था, कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन को कभी का डिसमेंटल करे तो we will be nowhere, and we are dreaming all big things. Lot of things happen within, and if you don't Get ready for the things. Don't get united from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. Lot of things have been happened. You don't know. आप बहुत जबरदस्त नींद में जा रहे, बहुत अच्छा नींद में है आप लोग. But today things are different, my dear brothers and sisters sitting in this hall. No post. When I took a case of Professor Govardhan to one person, he is meritorious student from JNU and he has every eligibility. वो बोलता है कि नहीं सर, वो यंग है, वो यंग है सर ऐसी वीसी के लिए और बहुत ज्यादा टाइम है. आप लोग राज्यसभा मेंबर बन सकते हैं, यंग बंदा, हम नहीं बन सकते. देखो यार, देखो द खासियत. एंड आवर पीपल बहुत जबरदस्त नींद में है. We don't retaliate, we don't ask, we don't write. The intellectual community need to write. Articles need to come in. उसके बाद में what has happened? There is no cabinet minister. एक एक बंदे को चार पोर्टफोलियोज रहता है. और मेरा भी बंदा, मेरा भी भाई आपके जैसा ही जीता है, एज एमएलए बना है, बट उसको कोई पोस्ट नहीं है. 2 terms हो गया है. You have seen the great humiliation to an IAS officer, मैडम का ब्रदर. इससे ज्यादा क्या होना यार इस कम्युनिटी को. चीफ सेक्रेटरी के लिए you don't have the decency to come to the valedictory function. एक्सटेंशन भी नहीं दिए, तो कम्युनिटी का प्रेशर ग्रुप किधर गया है, क्या कर रहे हैं. अगर कम्युनिटी रिटेलिएट नहीं कर रहे चीजों पे, किसी को भी हो सकता है. When it has happened to the highest cadre people, you and me are nothing here, just nothing. These kind of things are happening in Usmania, Hyderabad Medical University, then Andhra University, everywhere it is happening. कोट शर्ट पैंट डालने से कुछ नहीं होता है. दिल को कोट डालो और लोगों को जो गलती करा उसको टोक डालो. समझे? नहीं तो कुछ नहीं होता मेरे भाई लोग. देन उसके बाद में कोई भी पोर्टफोलियो ने अभी तक कोई एक बंदा नहीं है पोर्टफोलियो में. यहाँ पे किसको बोलना है? कौन सा प्रेशर ग्रुप विल फाइट? सीखना है साहब, अब हिंदुस्तान में सीखना है. चेन्नई वाला सीख रहा है साहब, यही प्रॉब्लम है अपने को. No, I speak in English. I respect your word. So who need to cat the bell? Tell me. So this is the thing. Then comes to another. Yeah, you have a great vision of becoming the CM of this particular. Then Praveen Maharaj, when you all have a vision, why don't you sit together? What you want to do, don't make this community into pieces. Consolidate. We all have a vision. I'll tell you, your Secunderabad में cantonment एक constituency है. Any Madiga guy who contests there, he will win just like that. Because you have more than 75% of our population. In almost all the constituencies our people are there. But उसके ऊपर कौन concentrate करता है? All reserve constituency people get stuck up in the mesh in one constituency. Your vision should be all 19 constituencies where you need to really embark upon. Then the other caste people, the upper caste people will scare. अरे यार ये मेरे कोटी में भी घुस रहा है. Because you have your population there.
Why you want to only get into the reserve constituencies? Let me know. Where it is written, you take this particular cake at the same time you get into other areas. क्या अपने को ये नहीं है क्या? You can contest anywhere. But you have a narrow mind. 10 लोग आते 10 लोग वहीं पे contest करते 10 लोग get sprinkled here. And this kind of thought process you people need to really take into consideration. And the real leaders of the community are those people who develop leaders. कोई बंदा आ रहे तो नहीं नहीं उसको दबा दो, उसको वहीं पे खत्म कर दो. No, the real leaders. A lighted candle can only light other candles. Kanshiram ji leader बन सकता था? No. He said, I want to make leaders in my community. That is a great example. What you people need to really take in.
Your time is up, please.
Just I take one more minute. And there's another important question. The case of a former MP from Malkashgiri constituency, Sarve Satyanarayana. This is very interesting. You see, I do all kind of what you call analysis. A guy who was about to become the PCC, then all of a sudden there was a by-elections in Warangal. देखो कितना critical analysis है. Who need to be identified as a candidate for by-elections? Then all సోదరులు వచ్చి అన్న నీకంటే ఎవడుంటాడన్నా నువ్వు ఓపెన్ లో గెలిచినావు అన్నా నువ్వు ఆడ మీ కాన్స్టిట్యున్సీ అన్నా అని మటుకు అన్న కొద్దిగా బ్లర్ అయిపోయింది కళ్ళు అన్న వెళ్ళిపోయినాడు. అంటే ఈ సర్వే సత్యనారాయణ గారు ఏం చేసిండ్రు, ఒక రియల్ లీడర్ని అక్కడికి ఐడెంటిఫై చేసి అరే బాబు నువ్వు కంటెస్ట్ చెయ్యి లెట్స్ సీ అనుంటే you would have got a wonderful name and immediately you would have become the PCC. See the equation వాళ్ళు ఎట్లా ఆడతారు అక్కడ గెలవలే because the Telangana this thing is going on at a high pace. How you can win here? You need to go with the wind. You cannot go with against the wind. Politics is something which is different. We have seen so many people first day పోతే blockbuster election లో నిలబడితే deposit రాదు. So this is totally a different. So సర్వే సత్యనారాయణ అక్కడ వెళ్ళారు ఓడిపోయారు రాగానే పీసీసీ క్వశ్చన్ వచ్చింది. Then the same community people said, సార్ ఓడిపోయిన వాళ్ళకి మీరు పీసీసీ ఎట్లా ఇస్తారు సార్? See the game plan. వీడికి రావద్దు అంటే వాళ్ళ ప్లాన్ 6 months 6 years advanced over. Then they are not given. Then he has been suspended. So my dear friends, I am very much thankful. I am into trade. I am not into this particular thing. I am the person who drafted the first foreign trade policy of United Andhra Pradesh, which has become a model for 13 states. And I am also drafted the Focus Africa, Focus Latin America. When it comes to the business and all, I mean, you can approach me anytime. There are so many business models which you people can. Finally, I want to thank few people sitting here who really contributed in my journey of life. They are the trustees of one organization. A few people are not there. Chamar Kiran really has done. Kiran, can you stand up if you are in the hall? They really did a work for the community. I am indebted to you all guys. Then Banu Garu, Dr. Rajamouli Garu, Dr. Yadagiri, who is a surgeon from Usmania, Professor Govardhan, Professor Venkateshwarlu, Dr. Janardhan, and Nagaram Anjana. These are the people, and Yadagiri Dunna. These are the people, and also Suresh. They really contributed a lot for the downtrodden in this state of Telangana. They have also moved to almost all the programs wherever conducted. So my dear friends, my concern to you people is, what is the take home from this hall? What is the take home from this hall? Who are the icons of your community need to be projected properly. Otherwise, the bridge will be broken. You place your people aptly in the right positions. The right person should be there on the right place. Otherwise, nothing going to get you.
आपके लीडर्स ऐसा है, वो सर का फोन आया तो यहाँ पे ऐसा बैठता है, he sits on the chair, तो वो सर कॉल आता है साहब का, सर 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 सर, अब ये सर बोलने वाला क्या करता है यार आपके लिए, बात करता है, कुछ नहीं करता है. అన్నా చెప్పిన నిన్ననే మాట్లాడినా చెప్పేసి మొత్తం మీకోసం చెప్పిన నేను ఎల్లుండి వస్తుంది ఆర్డర్ చచ్చిపోయినాక కూడా అరే people they don't sit here, they are holding a big position, they don't sit. What kind of people are we sending into the assembly and parliament is the question. A guy, when the constitution is thrown, when constitution is burned, the people need to make a halla into the parliament. These kind of leaders need to be there.
Can you please wait up?
Thank you very much. I wish you all good luck. You see some good leaders will emerge from the community. Thank you.
Wonderful, sir. So wonderful. Really well, we are speaking well. Now we have Sri Gurudat SH. So the topic is problems faced by Dalit startups. Yeah.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to thank to Informat for giving me such opportunity to present my thing here. So this is a Dalit startup. So everybody talk about foreign policy and reservation. So seamless is for that. My main concern is I am from IT sector. I am a software engineer. I used to develop mobile applications and IoT things. So you can just refer the page number 80 and 81 for whatever the thing I have done. I will say last about what I have done. So there is no, I won't see any these kind of things. So when word startup, everybody thinks that this is a big word. Startup means everybody now Modi central government also starts about startup. So what is startup? Startup is the thing that we have to start something for our economical growth and all those kind of things. But what are the problems we are facing as a startup as a Dalit? So I just as a Dalit entrepreneur, as a Dalit IT head. So I am facing many problems that I couldn't start even a one company for the IT software company because we have the lack of fund. Nobody, no banks will come forward to provide fund for Dalits or Dalit startups or software companies. It's not only for Dalits, it's for software companies. Because whenever you start any industry, there is something called collateral and all these kind of things. But when it comes to software, there is no collateral. If you are doing a project of more than 10 crores, then the equipment required for that project is only just, it costs around only 25 to 50 lakhs. So when you approach a bank, they will ask what is the guarantee you can give. So this can't be given by any such words in the IT industry. This is the major problem we are facing while approaching for the banks and all those things for the startups also. So everybody wants to be Warren Buffett and Satya Nadella, Mark Zuckerberg. They are earning in multi-million crores. But why not our Dalits or whatever? Because due to the not proper channel that we are getting for this opportunity for the fundraising and all those things. Whenever the, for example, if somebody knows, whoever knows Flipkart and Amazon, I think that is not the first e-commerce platform which happens in India. It is Naptol which came to India first, but it didn't get the opportunity. And the IITians from Mumbai IITians, they got from, they started up the Flipkart. So when a guy, madam is talking sectors and engineers, we started, we passed out as engineers and due there is a very lack of work and knowledge. So because the unemployment happens, because whoever is studying in IT, that means who has taken the information technology, electrical and electronics, those people can't start up their own startup. They have to move on some company, they have to work for near 3 years, then they will lay off them. Then this thing happens. the unemployment thing starting. But if we guide in a proper channel or proper way, if we start our own company when our children gets out of the academic year, then we could start a very good thing when if we guide in a proper channel or proper way. And the other thing is, there should be, my thing is, there should be a separate campus for the Dalit IITians who has passed out and a proper guide there, so that through that they can channel us and properly guide us for the financial assessment. And one more thing I want to say, nowadays we are, if we approach a bank or someone, so I won't do this. People, Madiga, whatever certificate, if you say you are IT engineer, they won't believe. They won't definitely believe. So they think that no, these people can't do anything. So I am the one person who is giving interviews for TV channels in Karnataka on the digital marketing. That's how the digital marketing works. And I am the one person who is learning AI, artificial intelligence, in this at this age of 40. So this you can see big words over there. To present this presentation, everybody needs minimum at least half day, 1 day. So these kind of the words. But believe me, I have presented this word in just 1 minute. This presentation has been made just within 1 minute. Babu Rao sir called me. I had a very urgent meeting, need to go to Vijayawada, but Babu Rao sir told me to present within half an hour. So I did one thing. This total entire, you can see just the entire PPT, which I am showing here. You can just read in the book also, the page number 80 and 81. Nothing, a single word has been written by me. This has not been written by me. So you can see the discrimination also, it has been put into chatbot. It's an artificial intelligence has been developed. So you can come to the first page. You can come to the first page. So you can see over there, they are teaching the chatbots that Dalits can't give the collateral. This is not written by me. This is written by a chatbot. Chatbot means artificial intelligence, like Google, and now the trend is going on like ChatGPT. So there it has been written that Dalits can't be the credits for their personally or credentials. This is not written by me. Okay, so this is the thing nowadays happening. We have to move with the time. We have to understand what the next thing is going on. So I request all our elders to give the chance to understand.
Time is up. Can you please?
Yeah. So I just want our elders to understand us and give us some more time and lead us, because as Madam has led more than 7 crore people in Karnataka, I think she can lead 10 to 20 IT persons over there. So it is my request all our people. See, the result of the laziness and the intelligence, both are presenting at the front of us. So I just want to know that we are also forward. Please keep a limelight on IT persons also. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. This is by good luck message, IT person from our community.
There is a slight diversion. Dr. Savitri Venkateswamy, she is MD, PGO, a personality on her own. So, wife of Dr. N. Venkateswamy, who was the one and only MP from Tirupati, and the mother of 3 distinguished children, who were 2 doctors and 1 IIT. She has come all the way. She's now 80 plus. Please give her a big hand. And having heard of the event, not only 80 plus, 90, 88. Oh yeah. She was senior most. She wanted to speak a few words.
Ma'am, can you stand a little of possibility? Sir, madam, can you?
First, I thank the organization for giving few minutes.
No problem. The chair is not a problem. Munna.
I'm very fortunate to be here today to participate enlightening, not enlightening, an inspirational meeting which
Yes,
is
my
the
brother.
main
Yeah.
theme is
Okay.
MAC.
Yeah.
So otherwise,
I
so
just
many
created
people are talking about so many things.
Great.
But I feel this is a very good forum. All the intellectuals of our community, Dr. Saira and Dr. Savitri,
Sir.
Mic better.
Sorry,
I just want to tell few of our experiences. Mainly, I am not telling about myself. I'm writing more my husband's biography and my autobiography. All of you must read. I'm going to distribute freely to all the members of this. Yeah.
That is our slogan.
So far, we have not done.
We are doing that.
Now I'm getting
We are motivating people
by
to
seeing
write.
all the youngsters. Why we have not able so many people all over the world. Once we talk one word, it is spread throughout the world. Okay, we cannot aspire for any medals or honors or any publicities or anything. That's community. I am going to come from. I think if you want, I will talk to you after the lunch session. Okay? Now I want to tell you, for all this, for this map, where is the inspiration for this map in Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, almost now all over national level. So, that's few words I want to tell you. He has started 1987 one organization, Adijambava Arundapiya Federation. That was the first thing started in Telugu Rashtra. Then it has become very big organization. Then the